Hey guys, pizza! As always, I'm your host, Frozen Stratos. Here with me today we have
The Cinder Blaze.
And Makotoa.
dudes. Welcome back. Didn't even get you a chance to finish your snacks or me to finish my pizza. But before we get started, just wanted to remind you that we here at Go Mango stand in full support of the Black Lives Matter movement. So the links to how you can help donate or to go sign petitions are in the description down below. With that said, this is our review of Kamen Rider 01 episode 35.5, which honestly, this is kind of what I was expecting out of the President's specials. But obviously, I don't know why I expected this kind of episode out of those, but I liked it.
Yeah.
I thought it was more entertaining. And I guess the way I had it explained to me, because I obviously didn't watch them, was that those Precedent specials, it was Azu instead of Izu trying to get information from 01 about all his fight data and stuff.
Oh.
So there was a sinister plot. So it kind of was useful information. Which was basically a sentence of new information, but that's fine. We got a glimpse of what footage is gonna look like in a few weeks, because I'm sure we have a few weeks of footage in the bag.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that this week, for whatever reason, we're doing a 0.5, and you can see the 6 feet between people.
Well, no, Azu sat right up next to the brother guy.
I noticed that, but he also turned his head away, and I do wonder if that had played any sort of role in that. I don't know, but it is interesting to see how they're gonna handle that.
Well, I mean, I wonder if they're just gonna have everybody on set, self-isolate for a period of time and then get tested, and so that there's like a very, very tiny, minuscule chance that they're not, they have it, so then they don't have to be as, strict with their distancing and stuff. Because if they're proven to not have it,
Yeah, kind of like how, I guess, Sport Ball is doing it now. But I don't know, like,
sure.
it could be whatever, because, like, Sport Ball has the money to, I guess, carve out their own little space at, like, Disney World or something.
Yes.
I don't know that Toku has that budget. Sorry to say.
Yeah.
But,
I don't know, like, maybe, like, when they have their gunfight and stuff, they might just not run into each other and go into melee with those guns. They might
really? That might fix the gunfights.
Let's review the episode.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, yeah, it was neat. I think it's interesting that they're gathering the like the
singularity
singularity data from everyone. And I don't know if, I mean, from what the show was presenting, it looks like they're stripping that away from them.
Did it work on Jin? Because
it didn't.
He didn't seem phased. Everybody else had some hexagons sucked out of their brains.
But that's why, and I guess we typically don't get too much into the previews, or at least we say we don't get too much into the previews, and then we do it anyway. But in the preview,
well, when there's not much, most of this episode was flashback, so
yeah. I mean, like I said, I don't mind it. It was more entertaining. Like, we were building toward a goal.
Yeah.
And we were sort of discovering what Azu was up to. Also, I had another thing explained to me. The way that Genom Corp translates is technically correct, and then hers is supposed to be as, I guess. And then the satellite, I think it's Zaya, or there. I don't remember. But it's like
Zaya is
one
there,
syllable words. Okay, yeah. I don't know why you had to do that.
You just gotta say everything in a somewhat racist accent, and then it'll all
I
come
guess
together.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get some of that Mirakuru syndrome.
Let's not go there. What did you guys feel about Azu this episode? Because I feel like one of the reasons kind of like liked Izu was just like how curt she was and her responses and stuff.
Yep.
But like now that she's kind of like talking a lot as Azu, it took away some of that charm.
It's
And
unsettling to see
Yeah.
her like talk this much and be this emotive. That's how I felt.
Yeah.
I feel like then it's doing a good job at, distancing itself from the other character.
Yeah, but it feels weird, and
It
it's not
does,
like
yeah.
it's like, oh, look at this like neat new character. Because I feel like they're kind of like worming her into this, where because it didn't really feel like a natural like progression towards this. It's just like, well, now there's an Azu, like
I mean, like
Yeah.
I said, Azu she was technically the one orchestrating the president's special stuff, like asking about all that information. So
Which we
maybe
didn't watch. Yeah.
exactly, yeah,
Yeah.
we might have missed on some characters.
We missed
I doubt it,
we missed
but,
the build up to this character.
potentially.
The reveal even, right? Because we didn't at the beginning of those specials we don't know it's not actually Izu, right?
Well, we kind of got a glimpse of it.
Well, we thought it was like evil Izu. We thought she had been taken over or something, right? I thought that's what
Right,
it was.
yeah,
Not
we
like
didn't know.
yeah.
Like, at the very least, we had an idea that it was long-haired Izu. We just didn't know what that long-haired Izu meant. If
Yeah.
it was a corrupt version or, like, I don't think it ever crossed my mind that it would be a different character. I don't know why.
Right?
They're robots and they all have
Mhm.
the same faces sometimes, so that makes a whole lot of sense. But I don't know. I was more fine with it than I guess you guys are. Like, it didn't like bother me. Seeing that all transpire.
yeah. Where'd she come from?
Same place that Jin came from.
Oh, did they just like find a random like robot
No,
body?
they
and
didn't
just...
explain it.
Yeah, they didn't.
Okay,
They hinted
I
at
think
it.
that was like part of the problem as well. Just like this is kind of like out of nowhere, and it's
Yeah.
not something that I'm like used to. So
That's
it just
fair.
feels like a foreign object in like my Kamen Rider 01 show.
That's fair. You know what? I guess I technically cheated because I watched the
You watched
last
one
week.
of them, but
No. Last week it was like, hey, 01's coming back. Here's the preview, and I was like, oh man, I'm gonna watch it. So I was like primed for a different Izu already.
Okay.
So, like, I guess I was ready already.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I cheated. That's my bad.
Yeah. It was kind of like weird. I mean, not weird. Yeah, it was weird. Like how this
No,
episode was kind
it's-
of structured like
Mm-hmm.
Azu's vlog of like her and her freaking teammates, MetsuboJinrai.net. Like,
Yeah.
why? Like, why? Where did this come from? Because it doesn't seem like they would be the type of organization that kind of have something like that. And I guess, like, yeah, you gotta do something to like make the clip show a little bit more, entertaining. But
I mean, like I said, it was mainly to trigger the singularity data, which was, I guess, what they needed to summon Arc Zero, or the little.
yeah, yeah, if that just didn't come out of nowhere, that would have been awesome. Because like they're kind of like all doing their own thing. Random character comes out of nowhere. It's like, I'm gonna like bloop some information out of all your guys' heads, just like right now, and then boom, final boss. Here we go.
Even they didn't know who she was. They're like, Izu? And then he's like, no, Azu. I'm the evil secretary.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, as long as she was a human gear, I don't think they would mind.
that's true. Yeah, but yeah. I mean, well, she does have the face of someone they're against.
Are they like that against her?
Not like, not another human gear. It's just her helping helping 01 defeat them, like an adversary.
I would think they would be a little bit nicer to her. they would kill 01 probably, but not easy.
I
They'll be a little
know.
bit slower. A little bit
Like-
slower.
But like they showed at least, you know, a
Hirobi.
few episodes prior, like 01 or Aruto got through to Hirobi. He's gotten through to everyone.
Yeah,
Really?
except for Sakura Percento.
Oh, Thouser?
Yeah.
Well, I was talking specifically about the four Metsubo Jinrai.net people we were
Oh,
talking
okay.
to.
Dude, I forgot he was a character. Don't remind me.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He didn't
part
show
of-
up, and I was happier for it. Yeah, I don't know. It's a good way to ease us back in. So thought it was fine. Like it serves as a good primer, I guess. Like I know you guys need a little bit more smooth entrance, but I think it was effective. It's better than, I guess, not having an episode. Good job with that. Whatever you just did. But yeah. Did you guys have anything else to discuss before we hop into the comments?
No, go ahead.
Nope.
All right, cool. We got 4 comments this time. First from Ryugano, who says, I personally really liked this episode. Even if it was a clip show, it still had a good bit of plot and foreshadowing sprinkled in. I did enjoy how it was a focus on how each member of Metsubo Jinrai gained their singularity, though one complaint I have is that since Arki says malice learning ability, I would assume that means the arc has taken the malice of the Metsubo Jinrai members, but none of their singularity was learned in a malicious way. Unless it could be the other way around. The key is taking that one good part of the member and is making them more malicious. Yeah, maybe they're learning malicious or malice learning. Like it's the ability is malice learning, so it makes malice learning happen.
Oh.
By taking away information, I've talked myself into a circle. I don't know what's going on.
You had me, then you lost me.
Yeah. I like the setup for Jin since they're bringing up what his original function was, and the idea of who brought him back. We even see him talking to someone about Arc being revived. A thought I had is that maybe it's Arto's dad. He's talking to for the whole plot twist, and he's not dead. But I don't know. That might not be the case. We gotta wait and see. Overall, good episode. I really liked it. If we get another chance to see Ichigata on screen, I'm absolutely all the way for that. I love that suit so much, and I need to see it again. Yeah, thank you for your comment, Ryugano. Next we have Double the Unknown. This episode referenced the President specials, the first 2 clip shows, and how Azu convinced Naruto to give her all the info he knows about. So I guess those are now confirmed to be canon. It appears that Jin wasn't created normally by Hidden, which means that the person who created him probably also reviewed him and is likely the person he was talking to at the end. I don't think anyone we know of really fits this role, so it's probably a completely new character. If it is someone we've been introduced to, I'm going to make a wild prediction and say it's Arto's grandfather who's transferred his consciousness to a robot or faked his death, considering he predicted the aftermath of his own death. Also, Japan has more lenient rules for social distancing, so the actors are actually allowed to interact with each other close up during filming. They just have to maintain social distancing when they aren't filming. Well, that's good. I'm glad someone knows.
Cool. Yeah.
How did you get that information? Where did you go to find that?
That's cool.
Yeah, that's neat. Let's see here. More comment. Oh, there was one comment underneath that comment. Actually, I'm thinking Jin's benefactor may be Aruto's real father, since he supposedly died when Aruto was really young and could have just been preparing to operate from the shadows. We gotta stop with the daddy stuff. We've done daddy so many times. Can we not do daddy?
Hirobi's the daddy this time.
Currently,
No,
yes,
but like of the main writer, like every the main writer daddy, like I don't know, the past few seasons have had an important role in the plot, and they always come at the fucking end, just kind of like throwing a wrench.
Yeah,
and a bunch of daddy issues.
Except for Geo, because like that one was just a mess.
I mean, what about
and
X8?
was just doing stuff. X8, not his daddy, but Dan's daddy. There are a lot of bad dads. There was Gord Drive, because I guess that's how you Romanize gold on the
Whose
box
dad
art.
was that?
Also,
Mox.
Also, when we were when you were reading that comment by
I
Double
think
the
it's a guy.
Unknown,
Never mind.
when you're reading that comment by Double the Unknown, and he was talking about how his wild guess is that it's the grandpa, I just imagine like the old man swinging a gun around like carelessly, like Jin does, you know. Is that well? Because if Jin is supposed to be like the old man, the grandpa, right?
Is he
The one that
That's
got
what he was saying.
reincarnated?
Yeah.
Oh,
well, no, he was. That's what he was saying, was that Jin. You know, if Jin was supposed to be based off of somebody in the show, his best guess is it's the grandpa, or
Hirobi.
the guy who died.
Jin was created normally by him, which means that the person who probably created him probably also revived him and is likely the person he was talking to at the end. I don't think anyone we know of really fits that role, so it's probably a completely new character. If it is someone we've been introduced, I don't think he said it was based off of him.
He said, "My best guess is."
New character. If it's someone probably. I'm gonna make a wild prediction. Say it's Arashow's grandfather who transferred his consciousness to a robot.
There.
Or faked his...
Did you you just kind of glossed over it when you were reading?
No, like I don't think he meant into Jin. Just he transferred his consciousness.
I thought we were talking about Jin.
No, Jin was talking to someone, and he was saying that, like in the episode, apparently he was talking to someone. Which I guess I do remember a point during the episode where we like. Wait, what was it say? I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, yeah.
That might have been the point. So apparently he was talking to someone, and he's guessing that maybe if it is someone we already know, that might be him, or also, you know, Aruto Daddy.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway! Last comment comes from Rajik Rasul, who says, I love this episode, and I'm excited for Arc Zero to enter the battle. At first I thought, is this a possessed Izu? Or a posed Izu? It turns out the arc has its own personal secretary, Azu, pretty opposite of Izu. Yeah, and I feel like, you know, that's just the point. Yeah, guys, thank you for your comments. Thank you for welcoming us back. You welcomed us back with almost 700 subscribers. We are at 699, which is insane. Because, like, we only kept growing when we were on break, and I was like, these numbers aren't right. They should be going down. But I guess you guys hopped on. I don't know what y'all are doing here.
We got a library now, Corey.
Yeah, we do. It's
and
weird.
People didn't have Toku to watch, so they got to find it somewhere else, and they clicked on our video, thinking that it was the episode.
Yeah! Oh my god. I don't know how to stop those people from thinking that that's not this conversation. But guys, thank you so much for watching and supporting. If you like this episode, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to hear more from us each week, tell us in the comments down below what you thought about our thoughts, about your thoughts about this episode. And hey, don't forget, there are links in the description down below to help to how you can help the Black Lives Matter movement by signing petitions or donating, whatever you'd like to do. There are tons of stuff to help. So guys, thanks for watching. Keep it juicy.
Yep, see ya.
Later.
Alright, now I can eat my pizza.
Now, I can go get some cookies and milk.
Ugh.
Or I might get a second slice of cheesecake. What should I get?
Oh my gosh, none of those are good for you. Or, well,